So, yeah, like you were saying, Jared, there was research on Xbox that only 1.5% of people used backwards compatibility.
Yeah, Xbox One users largely ignore backward compatible Xbox 360 games.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but it's just like...
Well, it's the way he said it was stupid. Like, Jim Ryan guy.
Yeah.
Greg, would you use backwards compatibility on the PS4 if you had it?
You know, I have to say yes, because I went out and bought Resident Evil 5 and 6 for PS4 just to trophy them. So, like, yeah, I mean, I would pop in Terminator, probably get that platinum. A couple other ones, I'm sure.
Hey, at least he's honest, okay? I mean, it would be nice to be able to just pop those games in, right? Why do I care?
So those were the dinosaurs I was talking about earlier, if you didn't see them.
Okay. Donating all kinds of crap. So just a very stupid thing. I don't know why the fuck anyone would say that. I called it a matric moment. I think that's the only fair way to refer to it.
Big metal Russian says I'm not supposed to talk to you, like ever.
So.
Here goes a study. Ars Technica did this study. 1.5% of the time people spent on an Xbox One was done. It was done playing backwards compatible games. 16.5% was watching Netflix. And 54.7% was playing Xbox One games.
I mean, that's only Xbox Live. That's not saying what people are doing when they're not connected to the internet or anything like that. Nice to know that Microsoft is recording what you're doing with your console, by the way.
I hope your skills are
Hey, Rebecca, send me a party invite.
Oh, right. That's why you guys aren't here.
Or Greg or Jared. No, Rebecca sent it. No, have Rebecca send it, because she's at the same quest phase. No, Greg, you send it, because then we'll all be at your quest phase.
Mine is way back there, though.
It doesn't matter.
I'm sending you all an invite. Come to my game.
Okay, I'll go to the first one that I get. So.
Come to my game. If you don't come to my game, I hate you forever.
Wow. Forever? Seems like a lot. Alright. And on other news here. This is a tagline I have. I laugh at my own jokes. This is why I write my guides the way I do, by the way. Because I think I'm funny. Sony deludes themselves by saying Vita is still a thing. So it's an article from DualShockers. Sony asserts that the Vita is still a viable platform and does well in Asia. Now, I made fun of them, but they do actually sell pretty well in Asia. They're... like, I think the 3DS sells 50% more units, I think, per month. But that's still not bad. They're not nearly as far behind as I thought they would be. Are you guys going to join our party, or we're just going to go alone?
I'm joining. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Gotta kill a huge dinosaur one more time.
So you two both have a Vita. Care to comment on that statement?
I believe it. They got I'm sure in Asia they got the biggest market chunk they can possibly get.
This is what,
Plus developers probably make a lot more for that region than they do for the US.
This is what... Where is it at? Sony Interactive Entertainment of America President and CEO Sean Layden said, Vita is still a viable platform, chiefly in the Japanese and Asian markets. We still have developers in Japan who are building for that platform. But it just didn't get over the hump in Europe and America. It's hard to know exactly why, but it didn't garner a large enough audience here for us to continue to build for it. So that's what he said. That was...
They still put out games every now and again.
Yeah, I mean, mostly it's ports, though,
third
isn't
party.
it?
Yeah, lots of ports.
You certainly live up
Mostly
Third-party
ports.
Japanese games.
Yeah, lots of third-party Japanese games.
Wow, Jared.
See, the Vita's pretty much turned into that type of niche
Kind
audience.
of weeb market.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because I think handheld mobile gaming is kind of geared towards that our audience anyways. So, I mean, it never seemed to be much of a dude bro market.
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
envision anyone playing Call of
Most of
Duty
your
on their
dude
Switch.
bros want their Call of Duty on their big screen TV
Speaking of which,
with the Dorito and with the Doritos and Mountain Dews handy, right?
well, yeah,
dude bros tend to go with
stereotype.
beer, so...
you know who is
Well, once they grow
sponsoring?
old enough.
You know who's sponsoring E3, right? Or at least one of these shows. It might be the Sony show. Totino's Pizza Rolls. So I think
yeah.
isn't that just perfect?
I think
it's,
yeah, that's perfect.
I think it's only fair that we buy some Totino's Pizza Rolls for E3. Rebecca, let's make it happen.
Oh, I have to buy the actual non-generic type?
Yeah, buy Totino's. We have to give them our ad money because that is how marketing works.
So I have to do that when I get off work this Sunday?
Yeah.
Have to is a bit of a stretch, I would
Well,
argue.
you don't have to, but I think it would be funny. It would be cheeky.
Yeah, I think it would be cheeky.
Jared, Greg, you can participate as well, but I think Jared's like level of cuisine is above that. I don't know. Maybe he likes eating junky frozen food every once in a while, but every time I talk to him, he's like, "Oh, I'm making stromboli slathered in." Yeah. The idea of him
Stromboli
eating
is fucking awesome.
the idea of him eating frozen pizza rolls amuses me greatly. So, but you don't
Wait,
have to if you don't
Jared-
want to.
Jared, do you make your strombolis from scratch?
I buy this like this dough you can make from a box.
Box strombolis.
But he-
Pillsbury hot roll mix is called.
Do you make your meatballs by hand?
Of course. I can't eat frozen meatballs. Fuck that.
And people who eat frozen meatballs, are they bad people?
No.
Oh.
They're lazy people, but...
They just taste like shit to me.
Well, if you were cooking them in grape jelly and chili sauce, I don't think you would make your own. I think you'd just use the frozen meatballs, because you cook it so long, it doesn't matter either way.
That's actually a recipe. It tastes pretty good. We just had some.
It sounds fucking disgusting, though.
Alright, the last bit of news I have before we can get to everybody else's shit and then our E3
As an
dreams.
Italian, that disgraces me. No. I'm just joking. It doesn't matter.
As a Polak, please don't invade me. Okay. Perfect World and Cryptic Studios announced Magic the Gathering RPG. Apparently it's not a Magic the Gathering card game, as far as I can tell. It is an RPG set in the world of Magic the Gathering, the multiverse.
Well, they already have a card game on mobile.
Yeah, I mean, and PC, I think, but when you
Oh,
hear
yeah,
Magic the
video games.
Gathering, you hear about, you think, I assume that's going to be some card game or even an RPG that would emphasize the card game, I think would be,
Right.
but apparently it's just supposed to be an RPG. So what I think this is going to be probably a pretty mediocre rushed shit RPG that's going to have some of the planeswalkers from, maybe they'll even have some of the settings. I can only imagine that they're going to try and cram more.
Made by Perfect World or something.
What do they do? Do you know what they do?
Shit.
Because I think they're just going to try and cram as many locales and Magic characters into a game as possible. When they'll make like a video game based on a sitcom.
Neverwinter MMO.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Has anyone here ever played that MMO, by the way?
No.
No.
Oh, I gotta hold the button down. Okay, guys. What quest phase are you on, Rebecca?
Deliver cure to ventilation system?
Okay, good.
Holy shit.
I mean, that is another possible podcast game, but after ESO, I don't know. Neverwinter.
No.
You hear anything about it?
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
I just
5
love it.
splinters on the ground. I just have to kill a shit ton of dinosaurs to get them.
Well, fair enough. It's not like we're hurting right now, so I can't sit here and go, Jared.
Yeah, right?
So, if you're gonna refuse to play a game right now, yeah, he wants us
Fuck
to get.
Jared! He might not want to play it. Fuck that guy.
He wants to get Earth Defense Force 4.1. That's the game he's pushing for.
You know what I was referencing, though.
What were you referencing?
BK being a dick. That's what.
Oh.
BK
BK?
being truthful.
I was not opposed to the game, so you were fucking wrong. So you can eat a dick. I'm also not the one who poo-poos every game.
And these two gave each other a fist bump earlier via microphone.
Yep.
I know, and then she had to go bring this back. Like some sort of
I'm a
woman.
I'm gonna always remember and always
Like
bring it
some
up for
sort of
life.
woman.
Hell hath
Never
no
forgets.
fury. Like a Rebecca accused of...
Had no reason to bring it up whatsoever, but yeah, there she goes.
No, it fit. It fit. We were talking about people poo-pooing podcast names.
Destroy brood sensor ways. Okay. Oh, that's a secondary thing.
Ah.
Why am I stuck on this? Okay.
I have to return to Beast in the infested jungle.
Yeah, so I'll just kill things around here while you do that. I suspect this game will be a mediocre RPG where they just have planeswalkers you can meet. Maybe you'll go briefly, like, some levels might be Innistrad or Zendikar. You know, they'll probably try to cash in on that a lot. So, I don't think it'll appease anyone. People who want a good RPG or fans of Magic the Gathering. That's just my prediction based on almost nothing. But we've seen this kind of game before. I would love to be wrong about this. So, alright. And anyone else have any news before we get to our E3 hopes and dreams? Now's the time.
I think Stormblood is out. Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I just can't pay a subscription fee. Do you hear
It
that
looks
sound?
awesome, though.
Do you hear that sound, Greg? Sound of my asshole puckering up.
The thought of a subscription fee?
Yes.
I paid enough subscription fees in my lifetime.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it seems to be a pretty well-made MMO. And the character creation looks nice, but I'm not paying $15 a month. Not when I have a full-time job that takes as much time as the one I have now does, so...
I paid $15 a month for 4 years, so that's enough.
For what game? Final Fantasy 11?
EverQuest.
Oh, okay. Here I was, just assuming it would be Final Fantasy 11.
No.
Yeah, I've never played an online fee.
I got in the beta for Final Fantasy 11, got a free PlayStation 2 hard drive, played the game once, never played it again.
Well, you're just a horrible beta tester. You took Sony for a ride. But hey, that's their fault.
Yeah. Well, it is Final Fantasy 11. Which is, if you didn't know, one of the worst made MMOs ever.
Is it? I thought people generally liked it. I mean, it must have done all right because they made a sequel.
What, Final Fantasy 12?
Final Fantasy 14. Douche.
I know what you meant. It was a joke. You didn't laugh.
No, I
It was
didn't.
sad.
It was a bad joke.
Oh.
Yeah,
We should shame you. Even Jared says it was a bad joke.
that was that was
Oh, Jared and I are in the
I
next
thought it was
phase.
funny.
Ah. I thought it
We'll
was
come
funny.
to you.
If you're the
Final
only one who
Fantasy
laughs at
14
your joke,
was-
then it wasn't funny.
Final Fantasy 14 was horrible too.
Yeah, before they did the
Like
World
there's a
Reborn.
reason they remade it. Yeah.
Uh-oh, what happened to my game? I have like a puke green screen. Oh, this ain't gonna end well. Well, hey, if it locks up on me, at least we can do the E3 stuff in its own separate thing. Nope, I appeared.
Well,
Yay!
we're in a puke green kind of place, so...
It just took it a while. It was kind of just on a screen that was like... The game was deciding whether it was glitched or whether it was loading. It was leaning towards glitched, but it eventually pulled towards loading. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV is kind of a weird game. I don't think I've ever heard of a game launching that poorly and then recovering. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
got
they brought
entirely
on a new
remade, but-
director and new staff.
Yeah. Man, kudos to
It's
Square Enix for that.
it's a heck of a story.
Yeah, I know they should get that guy to direct a mainline Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3. Basically everything that Nomura is on or might work on.
I'm in the new lab thing.
They have yearly like cons just for Final Fantasy 14 fans. They have developer updates, like regular developer update posts. It's impressive how they turned it around.
And how much did Nomura have to do with the game?
Oh Jesus.
What, a legitimate question, what?
Healthy sword.
Alright, so we're ready to move on to the E3 stuff?
Yes, let's.
Alright. Now, I have my things separated into 3 categories. I know we didn't go over format, but I figured it'd be best, instead of just spewing a whole bunch of games, I have them split into impossible E3 dreams, things that I am almost certain will not happen, improbable ones, things that might happen but probably won't, and possible E3 dreams, things that I give a 50-50 chance or better of being there. Obviously, if it's actually there, we don't need to talk about it. I mean, we all know the next Assassin's Creed is going to be there, Far Cry 5 will be there, no one cares. So, are we okay with those ground rules, or arbitrary framing?
Written before we began.
Sure, why not?
Sounds good to me.
You're not my supervisor.
I am your supervisor.
You're not my robot supervisor.
Oh, man. Shut up with your archer. Fuck. You're gonna end up
Yep, yep,
watching
yep.
that crap. That was actually a pretty good read there. Good job, Greg. Alright. So, Jared, you don't talk all that much on these, so why don't you lead us out with this? I want to hear at least a few from you. I want to be the last one going, just so that if everyone mentions my shit, it'll be fine.
Obviously, all mine's gonna be Sony focused.
You hold no challenge.
That's fine.
Let's see. One I think might be there, might get announced. I'm not sure. Remasters of the Spyro the Dragon trilogy on from the PlayStation 1.
That is so funny. Rebecca and I were
This is
watching...
after the, yeah, go ahead.
Rebecca and I were watching really old Sony commercials, and they had a few Spyro commercials, and Spyro came off like such a douche in those commercials. I never played a Spyro game, but he seemed like such an asshole. Like, he was terrorizing a snowman in these, and I was like, leave the fucking snowman alone. What does a snowman ever do to you? So,
It's icy, and he
I've-
is a dragon. But he still seems like the biggest douche ever.
but, no,
He's
that
like
just...
Bart Simpson as a dragon.
and a bully.
Yeah, well, Bart Simpson is kind of...
Is he?
Well, the obvious reason why I say this is because the Crash Bandicoot remasters are coming at the end of June.
Right.
Yep.
Makes sense. Logical.
There were
Considering Spyro is IP is owned by Activision, just like Crash.
There were so many Crash Bandicoot commercials for Sony back in the day. I guess he was like their mascot. No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, he was like their second mascot.
Who was their
Well, he was
first?
announcing other PlayStation things.
Yeah, he was all over.
There were commercials for other things that had nothing to do with Crash Bandicoot, and there it is.
Alright, keep going off on tangents about these.
Yeah.
Like a Spyro
I'll never get
collection.
done at this rate.
Yeah, like a Spyro collection similar to the Crash Bandicoot ones.
Those Crash remasters actually didn't look that bad. I don't know what people were bitching about.
It's people. They're idiots.
Crybaby syndrome.
Is that an actual thing now?
Oh God, Crash Bandicoot didn't move his leg right when he was supposed to.
Fuckers.
He's a cartoon
Hobby.
cartoon animal.
Don't
He
eat.
always moved weird.
Well, just expect to hear a lot of that when, Final Fantasy comes out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true.
Oh,
I'm salivating at them to show what Tifa looks like in this game. Because there's going to be delicious drama no matter what.
Oh yeah,
I heard
you know
she's
there
supposed
is.
to look like the Advent Children one.
I mean, no, she will, but I'm more talking about her outfit.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think they're... I think they'll probably, for a large part, use the Advent one, but they should probably use the other one.
She has to be in a tank top. It's like iconic at this point.
I want to
That'd
see
be-
fucking die.
That'd be like having Cloud in like a Hawaiian button-up instead of his soldier uniform, you know? You can't just switch their outfits. Just my opinion. Alright.
Yeah, well, they did for Advent Children.
Well, that's Advent Children. That was 2 years later. That's fine.
Yeah, but...
You can change out of your clothes, but if you go back to Final Fantasy VII, you
In
need to
the-
be wearing
in
the
the
original
future.
outfits. Yes, you can change your clothes in the future, but not in a remake. God damn it.
You can't change your clothes in the alternate dimension.
No.
Where the fuck are you guys?
I don't know. In an evolution facility?
Wait, what?
That's where we're at. Oh, 4 Eternity Splinters. Very nice. Where are you at, Rebecca? Travel to us.
I'm in the evolution thing, but you guys are nowhere near me, and I'm, like... I was fighting dinosaurs that just wouldn't take any damage.
I almost got
I'm
We're
killed.
in some,
fighting
like,
mermen.
shiny fucking facility. I'm not even underground in that cave anymore. You guys fast travel to me.
But we're killing things.
This thing's to kill
Alright.
you.
Any other games, Jared?
I mean, I like to see like RPG from Sony.
Like
Oh, I know what that should be too.
first party
Well,
RPG?
There's two possible candidates. Legend Dragon, which is probably what Greg was thinking, or Wild Arms.
So why Legend of the Dragoon? Why is this coming up now?
Because people have been fucking clamoring it for like the past 3 E3s.
Oh, okay. I have never played that game.
It was pretty fun.
And I know that probably makes me a bad person, right, Greg?
Yeah, I never beat it.
Oh. You
That's
beat it,
what I'm
Jared?
talking about beating it. Yeah, I've beaten it. Then my game skipped and went over the ending.
That's kind of assy.
It skipped and you missed the ending?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
That sucks.
Let's just say the final boss takes around an hour and a half to beat.
Did you ever just go watch the ending? You know, on
This was
YouTube?
back in.
We didn't have YouTube back in the day.
That doesn't mean somebody doesn't have it now.
Oh, I'm sure they have it now.
I'm sure they
There's
have it
no
now.
way they don't have it now.
I just don't care.
Well, yeah, after however many years. Legend of the Dragoon, what was the other one?
Wild Arms.
Okay, right. I'd be
Wild
down to
Arms
sing
has
another
some
Wild
of the
Arms.
best town music I've ever heard. Like, it's very Western themed, but yeah, if you put in Wild Arms Town on YouTube and listen to that track, it's very nice.
I kind of want to buy Wild Arms 3 on the PS2. Because it's a game, I had a demo disc with it on it way back in the day. Obviously, because demo discs were a thing, but it was pretty fun from what I played of it, but then, you know, I never went and bought it, and now it's sitting there on the PlayStation Store, and I've considered it from time to time, but...
Yeah, there's another,
I was thinking
thing-
of neither of those, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you are?
Mm-mm.
What other Sony produced RPGs are there?
I'm thinking Bloodborne 2.
Oh. That's from software, you cheater. Alright.
Yeah, but Sony is paying wholly for it.
I'm traveling to you, Rebecca.
Well, that's one of the rumors.
Oh.
That From Software's going to have a game there. Either a new IP or Bloodborne 2.
God, I hope it's Bloodborne 2.
I've heard rumors about a new IP, but it's still going to be Souls-like. Remember we talked about it last time?
I think it was called like Phantom Whale or something.
Phantom Whale, yeah. It has an Aztec setting. So
Oh yeah.
I'd be intrigued by either. Although, if they come out with Bloodborne 2, Greg, you and I have to play it.
I'll definitely play it. Oh, you want my help?
You have to drag me to a platinum.
It's doable.
I mean, I kind of
God,
want
the
to...
platinum. The platinum in the first one was so freaking hard.
Wasn't there just like one boss that's a pain in the ass?
Yes, but getting to the one boss in and of itself is just platinum worthy.
Did you ever
It's
play the DLC,
heroic.
Greg?
It's hard. Yeah, I played through the DLC.
I heard
And
that
it was a
couple
really
of
good
the bosses
DLC.
were a pain in the ass.
Orphan of Kos, yeah. Orphan
Hey,
of
you guys
Kos is
wanna
like one of the
travel
most
here? 'Cause we
epic
just killed
fights
two.
ever.
And he
I'm
dropped all
coming.
the every.
I think they have to be here to get it.
Oh,
I
maybe.
call him
But
Shrimp Guy.
how do we destroy this thing?
I'm doing damage to it, so...
Yeah, see, I don't see.
I think you have to
yeah,
be
I
on the
see it.
level. Oh, never mind. Guess you don't. Good job.
We did all the work for you.
Hey, free loot. Alright. Anything else, Jared?
Peek.
Keep
Boom.
hitting us with dreams.
I mean, hopefully they fucking show off Sucker Punch's new game.
Which one is that?
Sucker Punch is...
No, I know who Sucker Punch is. I just
Okay.
don't know what game
I
they're
don't know
gonna
if they haven't announced anything.
Oh. Okay.
Hopes and
It's
dreams.
it's going to be good, whatever it is. Their last couple games have been really good. First Light was awesome.
Yeah.
and Second Son was kind of...
I liked it.
I mean, Second Son's a solid 8 out of 10 game.
It was more of a... I consider it more of a tech demo than anything.
I might only give it a 7.5, but I only spent 20 bucks on it for that price.
That's what made me buy my PS4.
Really? Witcher 3, baby. Witcher 3.
Witcher 3 is definitely what made me buy mine.
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought of that look on your face when you got caught. Absconding from Walmart with a PlayStation 4. Wow, this boss wasn't
Well, this
even...
guy died quick.
Yeah, he was particularly weak for a boss.
I didn't even use my thing on him.
I know, I just saw his health chugging down. I'm like, I'm not even going to use my Cyclone, because screw it.
Hold on, let me check my...
So do you think that they'll make another Infamous game?
I hope not. I kind of want something different.
Because we've
Have
had
to go to town.
3.5 of them now, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, 3.5. That's fair. You could even. Didn't they make some sort of? Yeah, they made some sort of DLC for Infamous 2.
I haven't played that one. I beat the first one, I beat Second Son, I beat First Light, but I never beat the second. Never even played the second, so. I heard it wasn't as good as the others.
What?
Infamous 2.
I mean, it's better than Infamous.
I heard Infamous 2 was probably the best one.
Oh, really? Wow, we all have...
They gave you abilities that let you, like, shoot up straight into the air, which made it way easier to move around.
Well. Maybe I heard wrong. Oh, shit. This is a private operation. I like how indignant these villains are.
Oh, I had to leave because I had
We're not fighting anything big. It was just... It was a yellow name enemy.
Oh.
That's about it. Besides hoping for some release dates on a couple games.
God of War 4.
Yeah, that's
I think it's
obviously
gonna
going to
come
be
out
there.
March.
He does make a compelling case.
Yep. Let's see, localization of a certain Square Enix RPG.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. It's supposed to be at the E3 show, and I don't think they're showing it off. Yeah, it was on a GameSpot article. Sorry. It was confirmed to be at the show, and I don't think they're showing it off at E3 unless they're going to talk about the American release, or Western release, I should say, more broadly.
And hopefully, hopefully it's like December, January.
Yeah, I'd take the end of November. Just far enough away from Shadow of War. But not in spring, because I don't want it to conflict
We're
with...
talking about Dragon Quest XI, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
The game
Thanks for
progress
filling the rest of us in.
has ceased on my game. I
Why?
can no longer progress the story because it has decided not to give me the button prompt to activate this computer.
No, what's your quest phase?
A sinister plan, erase the mutant genome database. I'm standing beside it, and I have no button prompt.
I don't remember doing that.
I haven't even progressed past like the 4th.
Yeah, you guys weren't even at this level. Oh.
Yeah, mine says defeat Mr. Sinister. You were around when we killed the last boss. All we've done is kill nobody enemies
You
since
must
then.
have accidentally clicked this thing as you were walking past it.
And
Now my quest phase is over. I can't do it now. I cannot proceed. So, that's a bunch of shit.
Well, you can come kill the boss with us anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna fast travel. Are you at the boss?
No. We're still wandering around. Maybe it'll just skip the phase, who knows.
Maybe.
Yeah, Dragon Quest XI is one of my big ones, so... Although I had it listed as an improbable one, but I was wrong. E3 hasn't even started, my predictions are already shot, so... I'll take that as well.
The game that's going to be there is Ni no Kuni 2. Hopefully that gets a nice release date.
Yep, that is definitely
I'm still
a Jared
surprised
game.
that's the thing.
I've heard of it, and I know almost nothing about it.
Well,
The first one is.
You called it one of those games. Or
Here's a big dinosaur.
that Rebecca likes to call things.
What kind of game is it, Rebecca?
Is it a baby ripper game?
I don't know, I'd have to look. I know it's a...
Literally
Japanese-
what it is. You you hit a new game and they ask you how young you want the babies to be.
It takes you that long to get to the baby raping? Fuck that, then.
Ah.
They like to establish some story first.
I'm Catholic. I don't wait that long.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
But then your baby might grow up.
Can't have that. Gotta keep his voice a nice falsetto.
You know, fuck you, Sinister.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a kid game. Kid protagonist, but I don't think you're... I don't think it's a fan servicey type game. So.
Yeah, I had to use teleport to get in here. Lame.
Oh, did you?
Oh, he's got X-Men clones. Very good.
I've never heard of Minister... or what's his name? Oh, whatever. He's already dead.
Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister.
Minister Sinister?
I don't know,
He
yeah.
was from our era, like in the comics.
I'm not a comic book guy.
I had a comic with him, like, in the 90s.
It's just kind of a jovial, cheeky name for a villain, right? Like, you shouldn't have to say that you're sinister. It's like being a
You have
wrestler.
to call yourself Cyclops.
Well, no, that's cool because it's gimmick related, but it's like calling yourself Minister Sinister is like a pro wrestler who calls himself Bad Guy McGee, you know? Okay, I get it, you're...
Jake the Snake.
He had a snake and his name was Jake.
Yeah, well, he's sinister, and he's a mister.
He was a babyface at times.
I don't see the difference.
Mr. Sinister, by the way.
Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, Mister.
Minister Sinister
I kept
sounds
calling him Minister Sinister.
way more creepy and better. But he also seems like a villain that you would not be afraid of unless you were a 10-year-old boy. Oh. No, those never get old to me. My fucking parents made me go to fucking church way too much as a kid.
You sure about that?
Apparently not that much, but knowing how much of a risk it was, I can't even fucking forgive them for one time now. My ass was literally on the line, apparently.
Week after week, and still no takers.
Well, now my self-esteem is shot. I gotta keep my anal
Thank
virginity,
you. That's
but
what
now
I was
I'm
aiming
like,
for.
why didn't a priest want to bugger me? Fuck. Thanks, Greg.
Whee!
What an asshole.
Yep, I'm stuck
That
at
is
a sinister
not what the
plan.
priest said. Kaboom!
Kazing.
Ah!
Ah.
Who wants a digital fist bump?
That was pretty good. I'll give you one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I do have kind of a pincher ass, so you remember that episode of King of the Hill where Hank Hill had diminished gluteal syndrome?
Yeah, and he bought the things.
Yeah, that's basically
to put
me.
on his ass.
No, you know what? I call that a genetic evolutionary step towards reducing buggery. Like how those African elephants are growing shorter tusks because they're being selected by poachers. That's what Christian boys' asses are doing. Good lord, how did we get on this tangent?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Jared, tell us more shit you want to see before we just go off the fucking deep end entirely.
Yeah, that's about all I can think of.
Okay. Greg, what do you want to see? No, fuck you, Greg. Rebecca, what do you want to see?
Oh man.
Might not gonna happen, improbable, absolutely won't happen, is another Witcher game. But, you know.
Hey, you're asking for way too much.
Yeah, that's definitely not gonna happen.
Not with Cyberpunk 2077 coming.
Well, I'm at, like, an announcement that they really are gonna make another one, instead of, you know, them saying, we're never gonna make another one.
They didn't say they were never going to make another one. They said that they
With
were not going to
Geralt.
make another one with Geralt. They wanted
I don't care.
Okay.
If it doesn't have Geralt, it's not. I don't care. I want to see the next Elder Scrolls announced.
Oh yeah, that would be very nice.
It's unlikely. But
So
I have that on my
that's
list. I have that on my list of possibles. I think there is a.
possible.
I think there's a good
It's
chance of that
possible.
happening.
I think it's possible, but I think it's unlikely.
I don't
Yeah.
even think it's unlikely.
For this particular E3?
I think it's very plausible.
Next one, maybe, but I didn't think it would happen this time. Maybe.
I'm gonna give it a good chance.
I'd like to see another Fallout.
Yeah, that's probably too soon.
Yeah, that's unlikely.
I mean, you're probably not gonna see another Fallout before 2020. Well,
Yeah, probably not.
maybe 2019. I think Claire misinterpreted when I said that if there's another Elder Scrolls game, I'm just going to be like, fuck all you guys, burrow myself into an underground bunker, you'll see me in 3 months. I think she interpreted that as, I'm not going to write on it, but what I was really getting at is, I'm going to grab that game, I'm going to burrow into a little fucking fact writer hole, and I'm just going to plot away at it. Don't bug me, I'm working on fucking Elder Scrolls. When's it done? When it's done. We'll see, though. That's like... If that project comes out, it's probably going to take over anything else I could be doing at the time. So I hope it doesn't come out anywhere near Dragon Quest XI, or my heart may literally break. And by literally, I mean figuratively.
Oh, there goes something else I'd like to see. A port of the 3DS version of Dragon Quest VIII to the PS4.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
That's on my list of possibles, too. I think that is a very possible announcement.
Speaking of things being done, I am done with Persona 5.
Yeah, so
At least the main walkthrough.
And apparently Jared's all the way in September.
Boy,
Which
the last two dungeons are just slogs.
See, I thought by September you were like 2/3 of the way through the game or something.
No.
'Cause I heard the last 3 months were basically just cutscenes and boss fights and shit. Maybe I heard wrong.
The last portions of the game just takes way longer than the first portions, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, good. I was getting worried because, like, Jared can't finish Persona 5 before I'm done with Mass Effect Andromeda. That would make me look horrible. So, Jared, don't be in any rush.
I mean, it's possible he might.
No, I hope.
I
better
saw
hurry.
that it was in September because I posted a screenshot of Futaba calling Ruji what a douche.
Yep, direct quote there.
I need an invite.
Oh. Greg, invite him.
You want me to invite you guys too? Because it's just me and... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, it's just me and you.
Yeah, what happened? Did Rebecca stop to go do her...
Yep.
Okay. No, that's fine. We can just play. Or, well, Jared can join us. Rebecca can catch up. Or we can just
Yeah.
fuck around somewhere.
I actually went back to chapter 3 to finish my freaking mission.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to finish this stage of the quest, because I already progressed on it, and then I'll go play with you, Greg. Because it doesn't matter. I don't care what I do, really.
Do I have to be leader to invite?
No, I don't think so. But I won't be joining just yet, so don't invite me
I'm
yet.
gonna have to kill Mr. Sinister again.
Yeah, I need to kill these prototypes.
I'm gonna leave the party, then do create a private session, invite players.
So, Rebecca, do you have any
Aki
more hopes and dreams?
Mitsu.
I'd like to get an update on Terraria's update. Or Terraria 2 even.
Yeah, that's been way long.
So I was gonna say,
Yeah.
If they did announce the Elder Scrolls 6, and you had to pick like the surname for it, like the area it's gonna be in,
yeah.
what do you pick?
I was gonna ask
What
Rebecca
would
that
you pick?
too.
I said elsewhere.
I've been
Like one of
sticking on Hammerfell, but then I did
But-
some research and I found out that the first game you could go to Hammerfell, so now I'm not so sure.
Well, you know how long ago the first game was. Does that
Long
even
time
matter?
ago.
You could go everywhere in the second one.
True, that is true.
So what's the point?
Yeah, so like, I'd like to see a game in elsewhere. I'd like to see the Khajiit more.
Yeah, because they were
We're
kind
gonna
of
just tear through my objectives.
they were diminished greatly in Skyrim. I'm kind of thinking I might want to see the Somerset Isles, but I don't think that's a big enough area compared to like Skyrim and some of the other places they've covered. So they might have to do something like Valenwood and Somerset Isles. And
Oh,
that might be cool.
here's what I'm thinking they need to do. They need to Elder Scrolls 6 needs to have two areas. Like you had Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
It was all of Skyrim. Okay. Elder Scrolls 6 needs to be like Hammerfell and High Rock, or Elsewhere and the Black Marsh.
So basically like Arena.
It needs to be just that much bigger.
If they do two areas, I don't know, because Somerset Isles seems like it would be a good DLC area to add. It's big, but it's...
Which it was in Oblivion.
Did they go to the Somerset Isles in Oblivion? No, they went to...
Yeah, yes.
No, did they?
Yes.
Am I misremembering this shit? I must
I,
be.
you're in the Somerset Isles in ESO.
I thought the Shivering Isles
Yeah, I think it is.
was where they went.
Is there a dupe? Where's this dupe? I see a thing on my screen for dupe.
I could
Trying to
totally...
kill Mr. Sinister, but
I can totally get behind High Rock and
Daredevil
Hammerfell.
sucks.
But I don't think they'll do it just because those were the settings for Arena. And I think they probably want to canvas as much ground as possible.
Oh, there he is. He was hiding. You see him, Jared?
This character chugs against single enemies. She's all area and damage over time. I'm still gonna stick with Hammerfell.
I mean, it probably will be Hammerfell, but I want an Elsewhere one.
I don't foresee them skipping that far into the future again. So I think Hammerfell would be a nice battleground for the whole Thalmor storyline, which I hope they continue, because I think that still has a lot of legs. And then maybe High Rock or Somerset Isles can be DLC. But wherever it takes place, I hope it's announced at E3, and I think there's a chance that we'll see it.
Yeah, it seems like it's time.
I mean, it's been 2 years since Fallout, or it will be by the time the holiday season comes around, I should say. And we're not going to see any big Bethesda games before then, so I think that's a good amount of time.
What would you do if they release a new IP?
Depends on the new IP. I mean, if
It would be something nobody saw coming, that's for sure.
a rumored, what's it called? Crap. It's a sci-fi open world game.
Yeah, I heard about that. You know, if they decide to make another... I like Bethesda-style games, right? The writing is shit, but usually their worlds are immersive, and they're just fun. I just find them fun to play and get lost in and write guides for, so I would be 100% okay with it. I'm not going to live or die based on it being an Elder Scrolls game. So... I would prefer Elder Scrolls for a number of reasons. mostly because I prefer fantasy, and I think a game with name recognition like Elder Scrolls is going to sell a lot more units, but either way, a big AAA Bethesda RPG is probably a project I'm going to get to write about, so it's all good. I'm much more interested in any such game that isn't called a live fucking service. BioWare.
Yeah.
Alright, is that all for Rebecca?
I think so. I think that was it.
Okay, I guess we'll go on to Greg then. Greg, tell us your dreams.
I really want to see... Sticking with Bethesda for now, I really want to see... And I think it's coming.
What was that? You blipped out for me.
The Evil Within 2?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Did he blip out for anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
I got none of that.
PSN better not fucking crash on me now. See,
It would blip out right there, wouldn't it?
that was Sony going, fuck your dreams, Greg. Fuck your dreams, fuck your hopes.
I really think it's coming. Like,
It
I
could.
wrote an article about it. Or I wrote a... Not an article is too big of a word. I wrote a section about it for Dark Station's E3 predictions. Because they've...
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Yeah. I can hear myself.
There you go. Now you shouldn't.
Good old voice modulation. Always sounds weird. They've
how
tried to...
Record.
They've tried to hire like more people for Psycho Break in Japan, which is the like non-localized name for the Evil Within. So we
So
know
they're
it's
working on
coming.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we know they've been like what's Tango Gameworks been doing since the Evil Within came out all those years ago.
Apparently trying to make another Evil Within game.
I mean, I'm hoping. So what I'm thinking is they're going to announce it, and it's going to be for this Halloween.
And you're writing a guide for that?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would.
Feel true power.
That sounds fair.
I actually did the last one with Absolute Steve.
Really? I thought you wrote that one on your own.
Nope.
Did he put song lyrics in it?
Ah, boy, if he could have found them, he might have.
God, I bet. I bet he
But no,
transcribed
no,
every
he didn't.
note and...
Hey, that's a good guide, man. We got Akumu mode tips, nightmare mode tips throughout the guide, and trophy tips throughout the guide. Because that is a hard platinum. Like, that's probably the hardest platinum I have on my 100 platinums there.
99.
Yes, 99.
Well, until you platinum Stardew Valley, right?
But you get hit by an enemy once, it's over.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard.
Hard isn't quite the word I would use. Maybe shitty.
Well, I mean, this is a mode that you take. You know what you're getting into, right?
Yeah. Damn,
I
Rebecca,
never
you and
fought
your
this
tiny
fight.
bladder.
I drank a lot of water.
I know, I did too. But I'm toughing it
Fuck are
out.
you, cord?
Alright, Evil Within 2, anything else?
Give me a second here.
A little
Hard to
too early
focus.
for something
There
like
we go.
Neo or...
I got 5 Eternity Splitters from that fight. Not too bad.
I only got one. How many Eternity
The
Splinters do I
dinosaurs
have?
kept dropping me.
Inventory, currency... 101 Eternity Splinters. I doubled my Eternity Splinters today. That's almost 1/5 of the way to buying a character.
You need like you need 700 or so.
She needs 700. I need... Yeah, the character I want to buy is 500. Actually, I want to play Captain Marvel, the character Sadie was playing.
I'm at 639.
So, a lot of time you got to put in for this game to get your damn platinums. Or,
You know, if we didn't know about Far Cry 5, I probably would have said Far Cry 5.
But they already have the information.
Because I enjoyed Primal quite a bit.
Primal was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Best thing about Primal is it was kind of like a palate cleanser from their typical fare, and it looks like Far Cry 5 is going to be fairly unique too, so that's a good thing.
I need 136 more Eternity Splinters.
Yeah, that's actually, if you're lucky, that might only be 10 more hours of playing.
I'm not that lucky.
Okay, one more thing I can think of that would just absolutely delight me.
Would it make you squeal with joy?
Bethesda, yes, it would. Bethesda letting Obsidian or some other company do another Fallout spin-off.
Dude, that is in my list.
Right?
Of, that would have to be. It's not on my list, actual list, but if I had to put it in the list, it would be in my impossible list. I just don't think it's going to happen.
It's happened before.
I don't think
Why can't it happen
Obsidian
now?
has any desire to do that again.
Who says it has to be Obsidian?
Who else do you want making a Fallout game?
What, nobody else should have a chance?
No.
Unless they've done one before?
No. Obsidian is the only ones besides Bethesda that I would rather see make the game. Except for maybe CD Projekt, but that's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I think Obsidian got handled pretty roughly by New Vegas. Like, they got paid a flat sum. They didn't get any royalties from it. And they were due to get a bonus if it got a certain Metacritic, and it didn't. So I don't think they came out too well from that. So, although they did make 4 DLC for it, so how bad could it have been? But yeah, I would love that. What the?
That is a large woman.
And she dropped 2 Eternity Splinters.
Oh, very nice.
So is that...
The other fantastic thing would be a release date for God of War 4.
I think we're going to get that.
Yeah, it's not outside the realm of possibility at all.
Oh, I'm sure they'll cover that.
Yeah. And Jared, when will that date be?
March, probably. Every mainline God of War games, except for one, released in March.
Sounds legit to me. Alright. So, is that all of everybody else's? So I can start getting on to my hopes and dreams, which everybody super cares about.
Yep, go ahead.
Alright.
I'm done.
My impossibles. No one touched them, but these are the ones that I would absolutely love to see, but will not happen now, or probably ever. Soul Reaver 3. A proper fucking Soul Reaver game. I would love it. Not a fucking mobile shit. A real fucking game. I give it a 0% chance of happening. Dungeon Keeper 3 is also in the 0% chance of happening category.
Yeah, I can't see either of those so far.
Yeah, but I would be in love if they happened. Maybe not Capcom levels of love, but I would still be pretty high on them. I'm fighting a disembodied head in a jar. Weird.
Are you going ahead?
Yeah, I'm getting to a good stopping point so I can not leave quests half done.
Well, the good stopping point was talk to Professor X.
Well, I
And
didn't
then
do
go
that.
see-
Alright, another impossible game. This is definitely not happening this year, I know, because they're doing something else, but I would much prefer that this happen instead of what they were working on. Saints Row 5. I want that to be a thing at some point. Not going to be this year, but still, I can dream. And finally, another dream that was utterly dashed, that already had little chance of happening. Diablo 4. Obviously, if they're coming out with the Eternal Edition, we're not getting a Diablo 4 anytime soon. So, those are all impossible
That's a
tiers.
good one, though.
Yeah. Improbable. Seeing Final Fantasy VII Remake at the show, I am just kind of pessimistic we'll see anything about it anytime soon. Dragon's Dogma 2, very improbable because we're getting the remaster, so I don't think they're going to do a sequel at this point. Dragon's Dogma Online getting ported to the West. It might happen, but I don't know. I don't see it. Because it's not like that would be that huge of an announcement, because it's been out forever, and it's not like some huge thing in Japan, so... And what else do I got here? Seeing Cyberpunk 2077 at the show, which I don't think we will do. I think CD Projekt is quite a ways off from being done with that one. Jared stole my Dragon Quest XI. I didn't think we would see it at the show. I had it on the improbable list, but apparently it will be there, so who knows? What else do I got here?
I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is likely to have some little blip. No real updates, but...
You think they might show like a throwaway trailer of it?
Yep.
They maybe.
Well, I remember telling Nathan I don't think it's impossible to see... Well, I remember you gave me a list of games and asked me like which ones would come out first.
He is way more optimistic than I am.
I could see part 1 coming out before... What was it?
Elder Scrolls 6, I think?
Yeah, I think it was Elder Scrolls 6.
Dragon Quest, not Dragon Quest, Dragon Age 4. I think it was
Kingdom Hearts 3 was the other one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a good chance that Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't come out until after all of those except for Dragon Quest 4. I think is the only one that I'd be surprised to see come before Final Fantasy VII. Here's one I'm kind of surprised no one mentioned, and here's my Atlas project that I teased earlier. I would love to see a fucking port of Dragon's Crown on the PS4. That would be a perfect podcast game. I would buy it in an instant.
Yeah, that's such a good game.
I play the Wizard.
If you played the Wizard, I would totally play the Sorceress for two giant bouncing reasons. The Dwarf, obviously. You're not allowed to play anyone else.
And Jared can play the Archer chick.
Or the Amazon. Why do you assume Jared would play the Elf?
Because he likes to play Elf and Archers.
That is true. Jared, who would you play?
Probably Archer.
Ah, well, good call.
See?
She called it.
Good call. No, that'd be a pretty cool team. See, now I want it more. But,
well,
yeah.
They are, their VanillaWare's next game is being localized.
And that's the one in that city, right? With the mechs.
Citadels or something.
Yeah. Can't quite remember what it's called.
I just want a port of Dragon's Crown.
We haven't really seen anything on it, but...
Is that such a outlandish wish? I mean, I'm kind of surprised we already don't have one. Came out at the end of last gen. It doesn't seem like you have to do much to make a port of it. So. Sigh. And my list of possibles. Greg, actually you guys called every one of these, but there's only 3 that I think are likely to happen. Likely or possible. Bloodborne 2. Of course, this list was made before that Phantom Whale, but who knows? I'm not going to give up hope on Bloodborne 2. Dragon Quest 8, the 3DS version, being ported to the PlayStation 4. And the Elder Scrolls 6 are all on my list of possibles. And by the Elder Scrolls 6, I even think it's possible we'll see it by the end of the year. Like, they'll do another Fallout 4 push.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
So.
It's about time you showed up.
There's my E3 dreams. Look how succinct that was. I'm not traveling no Hydra Island. Okay, I'll join you guys now. If I can. Where's the party thing? Interrupting stream. Play together. Join game session as a guest. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I'm coming. Okay. So, that's it. Our E3 hopes and dreams. Now, aside from Totino's pizza rolls, are there any other...
I really need to go buy some now.
Isn't it just such a great idea? Just to be such a consumer whore?
You know, that's what they want. Yeah.
It's something...
dirty.
I saw an ad in one of the papers for Totino's on sale.
I kind of view it as tongue-in-cheek because the only thing I can ever think of that I was sold by an ad that I didn't already want is Gears of War. So these ads, I just...
Which ad?
The Mad World trailer. That one sold me an Xbox 360.
Quite the trailer.
That sold me an Xbox 360, no joke. So yeah, that was a fantastic trailer. But like, I'm not saying advertising doesn't work on me. I'm sure the whole idea is to plant the seed in your head, but I tend to look stuff up. I tend to look for things that I like and then inform myself about them and buy them. So
I super duper wanted an HD TV after seeing it.
And what did we get?
That Gears of War trailer on an HD TV.
We got an HD TV and we got an Xbox
We got
360.
your mom to buy an HD TV.
I think I asked for it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, I arrived just in time to snipe the boss.
By the goddess, that felt good.
Yeah, the first HD TV we had. We still have every other HD TV we bought.
It got broke.
Yeah. Okay, like there has to be some other game or snarky thing we can do. I mean, we can't go and play a game to see who got most of the predictions right, because we'd have to make an equal number of predictions. Something. We have to think of something. Or we can just eat Totino's pizza rolls snarkily.
Your advertising shit worked.
I'll show you. Your advertising's stupid, so I bought your stuff because it was on a stream I watched. Yeah.
I figured Stupid Greg would be out here, but I don't see him.
Whatever.
I need to go take the subway to the Upper East Side,
I cannot do that.
which is what I'm doing.
God, I'm already level 40.
Oh, hey, there's a treasure room. Goblin Wax's Stand.
Are you in it?
No, it's not treasure room. It's a supervillain showdown.
No.
It's just it's yellow like the treasure room.
Are you there?
But yeah, I'm just to the north. Yeah, just to
Okay.
the north. Yep.
I'm traveling to you then.
Green Goblin. Oh, Jared's already in here.
That Jared,
And he's virtually killed the guy.
And I
And
arrived.
now he's dead.
I didn't get any loot. Oh, yes, I did. It just took a while to show. Thanks. All that work I did.
Oh,
I love killing all those statues.
Hey, a box. Yay.
loot didn't show up for me.
I didn't want to say anything silly
Oh, so, I don't know. This is the box.
on the impossible E3 Dreams thing like Baldur's Gate 3. But that's an obvious one too. But it would have to be
Now,
like
if
a
they
proper one.
remade, I'm motorcycling to the north, by the way. If they remade, or remastered, I should say, the Baldur's Gates games, why is Baldur's Gate 3 impossible?
Because they would never make a proper one. Like
There's
those.
a loot room over here called the parking garage.
Those are games that you need to be able to pause at any time. That you need to be able to develop the characters and storyline for way more than they seem to care to anymore. It would have to be top-down isometric and have a lot of strategy elements. I think the closest they've come to it...
Like
Torment, or even a much better version of Dragon Age Origins, because that's essentially what Baldur's Gate is. And I don't see it happening.
Fucking Splinter.
I mean, you have Pillars of Eternity. Obsidian's doing good work, but Baldur's Gate 3, BioWare going at it again, AAA RPG, nah. They might make something called Baldur's Gate 3, but it'll be an abomination.
Yeah, it'll make your balls shrivel up and go inside of you and you turn into a woman. Which will be their goal.
Why is that BioWare's... Oh, now they do that LGBTQ virtual signaling crap, so maybe.
Yeah, they want to turn you into a trans woman.
Okay.
Oh, there.
I would be a hideous woman.
You already have boobs.
Yeah, but they're like wraparounds, they're not the front ones.
Well, you cut off the gross part.
It's all gross part.
Make it into a real boob.
My leg! Shut up, you bitch. Alright, I think that's it for the podcast, unless anyone else, anything else to say? Oh, and now more people will show up to watch. Sorry guys, you missed it. 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, damn it. Numbers mean things.
Yeah, you fucking assholes.
Hey,
Hey, we've been at this nearly 3
BK loves
hours.
you.
Yes.
Everybody
By all
knows
means.
I'm a bitch, so yeah.
Well, we can keep playing this, and I'll start up another stream, but I think we're done with the podcast, so we will end it now, and we will be streaming again on Sunday if we can get all the technical stuff worked out. I think we will try to go on Discord, and I will put my Elgato on a closed loop of my laptop and see if it actually works. If not, we'll go with OBS and Discord. Sound good?
What if?
No, you'll be sitting next to me, so whatever. You're the only one that's guaranteed to show up.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Guaranteed to have it work.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, guaranteed to have it work. Yeah. We need to go full dude bro on this. I mean, we need to have Doritos and Mountain Dew and Totino's pizza rolls.
You can't go adult, dude, bro, though, because I'm still on the no drinking.
Oh, you
Yeah,
still
I'm
can't
having a
drink?
family gathering Sunday.
I can drink.
Well,
I'm choosing not to drink.
Jared, you're just
because
gonna
I
have
don't
to
wanna
abandon
drink
them.
with it.
I am. I'm going downstairs in the cellar.
Oh, man. Okay. Good show. Fucking family. Yeah, my mom always asked me, why don't you want to go to Wisconsin? Because I hate those fucking annoying Polacks.
Oh, look at this
I
guy
had to
who's
go up
stuck on
there
the fucking
for
roof.
his sister's baby shower, and I spent most of the time in the basement talking to Nathan on the phone.
She would rather talk to me. That should tell you everything you need to know about how
Yeah.
loathsome my extended family is.
I was
Man.
talking to his
Yeah,
nana,
that's pretty
and they come
telling.
up to me and they were like, "Don't talk to her. Just let her do her own thing. She doesn't need anyone to pay attention to her."
Yep.
And they got mad at me because I cleaned up after myself, as in I washed the dishes that I used, and I even washed the bedding and stuff that I used. They were mad at me because I did that. They were like, just leave that for her. She likes taking care of other people. Meanwhile, Nana has this look on her face like, fuck you guys, I hate you all, I want you to leave.
Yeah. Alright. And on that note, that'll do it for this episode of the 3G podcast. We will be at least covering the Bethesda, Sony, and Xbox shows, right? Anyone want to do Ubisoft or PC? Because I don't really care.
PC is horrible.
Because everything that's good is coming out on PC
Ubisoft
anyway.
semi-interests me, but they already announced the biggest one I was looking for, so...
Okay. So, yeah. Totino's Pizza Rolls, we'll all hang out and talk shit and stream the show, and you can all come and hang out with us and listen to our useless opinions on the E3 games coming out. And, yeah, we will plot the rest of the year as it concerns our profession as we see things come out and release dates announced. So, till then, see you guys next time.
Hasta
Yep,
la
later.
vista, baby.